And a very warm welcome to the webinar. It's Royston Cumberbatch. Thank you so much for joining the webinar. And today's topic is how you can unlock profits and cash flow in your business and turn your business into a money making machine. I'll be sharing with you some strategies for you to make more money, to manage your money better, and to multiply your money and ultimately have a better life. So, what qualifies me to speak about this topic today? Well, first of all, I am a qualified accountant with 20 years plus experience in financial services across insurance, investments, banking. But prior to that, I've spent at least 10 years working with smaller businesses, from startups to help them streamline, to help them save costs, to help them um, grow as well out in the Caribbean. And I've also taught people evening classes in accounting and business, people who really wanted to understand how business really works. I've helped hundreds of people to actually make more money and to have a better life. Myself, I've built a personal property portfolio that's worth a couple millions in net worth after all mortgages are paid, and I've started and scaled up businesses myself, and I do have quite a good life as well, with properties here in the UK, in the Caribbean, travel over 50 countries, and you deserve that as well. So, who is this webinar for? Well, this webinar is for people who wants to either streamline their business, they want to trim the fat in the business, they want to save some costs in the business, they want to scale up the business. They want to just make more profits, make more sales. Or if you are someone who is just starting up and you got a very clear idea what you want to offer your customers, and you are ready to start your business, this webinar is for you. Do take notes. I do go a bit fast sometimes. I get a bit excited. I'll be giving you lots of nuggets that can help you in this webinar. So let's get straight into it. So, how do you make massive money in business? Well, to make massive money in business, you need to understand your customers' desires. You need to understand your customers' wants. Why will a customer buy your product or service? You need to analyze that. And that customer is called an avatar. Look, treat the person as an avatar, as a single person, and study them carefully. What will make them buy your product and service? Yeah. At what price? What value do they get from it? What experience do they get from it? And then you make an offer, an offer at the right price. And pricing can be tricky because if it's too cheap, then it's probably not good, right? And if it's too expensive, it puts them off. But as we all know, we buy expensive stuff as well, like whether it's cars, expensive holidays, whatever it is, because it's good value for money, and we like the features and benefits. For example, flying first class in a plane, we all love that, right? Because you can fly flatbed, and that costs money. And customers like value. They like value for money. They like to understand what value they're getting from your products and services. Once you start to make money, well, first of all, to make the money, you actually have to market the product and services anyway. So marketing is so important. Marketing and sales is what help you to make the money. Yes, by marketing your business more professionally, by positioning yourself. The marketing is really about three things: positioning, differentiation, and targeting. You need to position yourself. For example, Mercedes is known for engineering. For example, Volvo is known for reliability and safety. You know Aldi is known for value. So every place, every bank, every retail business, every small business owner, every entrepreneur must know their positioning in the marketplace. And as a business owner or entrepreneur, it's very important that you understand that. And once you start making the money, you have to manage the money, because money management is so important. Money management deals with everything to making money, tracking money, growing the money, protecting the money. It's one of the areas I specialize in. And financial management is money management is a branch of financial management. You need to be able to understand at least what your accountant is presenting to you. It's so important that you understand that. Yep. And next thing, you need to have streamlined systems and processes, because these things can cost money. Depending on the size of your business, if you're very manual, it will be costing your business money. In this day and age, there's a lot of technology, there's a lot of streamlining. You can even outsource as well. And once you get that going, you need to keep momentum going. And the way to do that is to have a massive action plan, have a big vision for where you want to take your business, let's say in the next 5 to 10 years or the next 3 years, right? So having a mission in business, a mission statement, by the way, your mission is what you're doing now, why you're doing it, and who you're doing it for. And your vision is all about the future customers, future revenue sources. And talking about the revenue sources is very critical that you have multiple streams of income in business. As an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you want to have multiple streams of income. But when you think about Coca-Cola, or you think of BMW, or you think of any of these businesses, even a supermarket like Tesco. When you go to Tesco, they got the food, they got the clothes, they got the electronics, they in a bank. And that's it. Obviously, as a small business owner, you might be thinking, I can't do that. We just have different sizes. For example, one of my clients, they do rum punches, and they have like 200 mil, 350 mil, they have 700 mil. They have different shapes of bottles, they have different flavors. So what I'm saying is I have different products and services. Think of iPhone, for example. Yeah, different products and services at different stages in the product life cycle. And the product life cycle is that thing that goes from startup to decline. So startup, growth, maturity, decline. um, and the way to have multiple streams of income is using something called I call it the clamp system. I've actually come up with this. So you need to have products that are complementary, which you give away for free. Products with a lead magnet, you give it away to get someone's phone number, their email. uh, some of you all obviously downloaded the ebook, or some of you just, you came through, different promotions, and you put your email to register here. That's like a lead. You become a lead. And acquisition is if you buy something. So if, for example, you decide to, work with me on one of my coaching programs or business growth program, there's an acquisition product. What I mean? You become a customer. My main product, let's say for example, is a mastermind. So, and obviously I have premium products, what I mean, which are even elite mastermind. So you should have that in your business as well. If you're selling something like, let's say you're selling natural organic products, you need to have, stuff for the hair, stuff for the skin, stuff for just different stuff to take inside. Have a range of products and services. That's very important. And here's the thing: as a business owner, you don't even have to own all of the assets, all of the infrastructure, all of the equipment to be successful. When you think of Uber, Uber does not own the cars. Uber does not own the drivers. They don't even have employ the drivers, most of them. They're self-employed. Uber, the technology business. Think of eBay. Think of Amazon. Yeah. And therefore, your products and services, you can source them from Alibaba. You can make them yourself, hopefully at a very low production cost. And you can put them on different places to get them distributed. You can even do a rent to rent strategy, whereby you rent someone's property and rent it out. There's so much strategies, and it's critical right now, I think, that every business should have an online presence, because that is where things are right now. Yeah, everything is online. Even if you're selling a bricks and mortar business, even if you're a builder, you're a plumber, you're an electrician, you should have an online presence. Look, let's face it. Most businesses fail. That is the fact, yeah. And within the first 5 years, half of all businesses fail, and only 4%, one in 100 businesses, make it past 10 years. And there are a number of reasons for that, and we're going to go through that in a bit. And I am hoping that by you being here, you want to be a success. You want to know how to be successful. And I'm here to tell you that there is a solution for you to be successful in business and to scale up and to make a lot of money. And it's using the profitable business blueprint. It's a blueprint that I have come up with using all my expertise, in financial services, in banking, working in retail businesses, being a qualified accountant, having an MBA. And I've come up with this unique system that will, number one, get you motivated. It'll help you to manage your business, help you to monitor your financials in your business, help you to multiply your profits and scale up, and help you to predict your cash flow. Obviously, there are a number of details under this, in terms of like marketing strategy, business plan, operational frameworks. If you want to build a new website, if you want to build a new funnel, all this stuff is covered in here. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. What drives profit? What drives profit? Well, first of all, profit is a result from creating significant value for your customers. I'm showing you a profit and loss statement here, but I don't expect you to read all the numbers, etc. All I'm showing you here is that there's some big revenue numbers and there's some small net income numbers. And that's because you could be making a lot of sales and not a lot of revenue, especially if your taxes are high or if your expenses are too high. That's why in business it's very important to know how to reduce expenses, how to how to trim the fat. That is very, 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 very important. Yeah. And it's so crucial in business. You've got to know how to save costs, not just how to make the money. And you have to know how to save taxes as well. So, at the end of this presentation, I will be giving you a gift for just for staying on to the end. I'll be giving you a gift, which is my very own money management ebook, which is on Amazon. And I cover in here how to make money, how to manage money, how to protect money, how to invest money, the best apps and systems. I really recommend this book for you. It's for free. I'm going to give you this book for free. All you have to do to stay is to the end. And if you qualify, I will offer you a 60 minutes business strategy call with me where I'll give you a breakthrough in thinking and hopefully a breakthrough in results that's worth at least 250 pounds. So always remember, as I said earlier, that profit is a result for creating significant value for customers. So you want to make sure that whatever products and services you offering, or even experience you offering, is really value for money. And value is a perception. It's a perception in the mind of the customer. And that's why you have to do marketing analysis. You have to understand, you have to call it a SWOT, a strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat. Understand your strengths and capitalize them, but also understand your weaknesses and your threats and make sure that you make them into strengths. And opportunities, you want to really scale up on them. I think it's a big opportunity right now. It's a big opportunity right now to have a big online presence and to understand what customers needs. Customers needs more stuff delivered to the door. Customers needs more ready-made solution. Customers want ease. They want things to be done for them. Done for you stuff. So it's a very big opportunity right now for you to create a very good value and give that to the customers. And once you package all that, you make a very good offer to the customers and you have a very good, said, marketing and sales strategy. and then you just offer the customers value for money. And by doing that, you're going to have more sales. And by having more sales, if you trim the fat, if you control the cost, you have more profit. And by having more profit, if you save on taxes, you have more money. That's quite important. You have to be efficient. You have to be efficient in business, and you have to know how you are going to save on cost. Yeah. So I can't reiterate this too much. Once you're in business, understand your customers' needs. Do marketing analysis. And I've got a number of workbooks, a number of guides. I give my customers a number of training I give my customers to help them to really understand the value in their products and services that is the right price. Because if your products is the right price, you will get on the right value for money, you will get more sales. And once your sales are up, then hopefully your margins are up. The difference between sales and margins is called cost of goods sold, or you call it COGS, COGS. And the COGS is effectively the cost of the thing that you're selling. And in business, you want to make sure that that cost of the goods sold is low. So you want to streamline the business. You want to source your products and services in the right place so that your margin is high. And once your margin is high and you have a high gross profit, you want to then reduce the operational expenses. And that's how you get massive profits in business. And if you keep doing that with new products and services, you're able to multiply your profits, and bam, you're in for a big win. It's very, very important to understand financial management. If you don't do that, it's a recipe for going out of business. Look, even if you're making profits in business, you can still go out of business. And here's why. Here's why. Because profit is not cash. Profit is a statement that you do of, revenue minus cost of goods sold, give you gross profit. Then you get your operation expenses, and you get net profit. You might have some investment income, but profit is not cash. Profit is a statement, and sometimes by the time you get the profit statement from your accountant, time has moved on. And therefore, what really makes a business run efficiently is actually cash flow. Cash flow is the lifeblood of a business. That's the lifeblood. If you're managing the cash properly, you can even save cost. Look, most entrepreneurs, they see a great opportunity to save the world, make the world a better place. Say like Tesla, to bring electronic cars to the other world. Say the people who did Facebook, they see, or even Google, or even anybody who create any innovative products or any apps. They see a way to bring these innovative products to the world. And what they normally do is leave all of they call it the boring stuff, but I think it's the real exciting stuff because it's numbers. We talk about it, we will talk about that in a bit. And they leave that to the accountants or controllers, yeah, to manage your books. And I'm saying you can do that, but do you understand what the accountant is doing? Do you know if the accountant is giving you value for money? Do you know if the advice is right? Can you read certain statement that accountant give you? And guys, here's the things. If you cannot read the scorecard, you don't know the score. And if you don't know the score, you don't know if you're winning or losing. That's one of my favorite mentors actually says that. And I think it's so factual. So look, so some of the common reasons why businesses fail, because they're just not managing their cash flow. They have ineffective marketing. Investing as well is so important. Investing is leveraging other people's money or leveraging your money. That is so important to invest in business. Once you start making money, you want to put that money to work for you, to make that money work for you, whether you invest in properties, in stock markets, in other businesses, in your own education, in your own staff. You want to invest. And there are tax efficient strategies, tax efficient ways of investing. And you want to have a vision. A lot of businesses fail because they try something, it didn't work, and they give up. They try, it didn't work, they give up. You know, you know, think of Edison, the guy who did the light bulb. 1,000 attempts. Think of, I don't know, FedEx. I mean, when you listen to the story of FedEx, how they started up is really interesting. When you think of Kentucky, Colonel Sanders, it's really interesting how people, they knock on doors, they try, and then boom, they get a breakthrough. So it's very important to have a vision and then have a leadership and then share that vision with your team. Tell them where the business is going. Despite the hard times now, you're going somewhere. Time management. Don't spend your time doing admin stuff. You can outsource stuff to to virtual PAs, and you can also you can get you can outsource a number of things in business. Even if it's the production, the marketing, the delivery, you can outsource all these things in business, and you create a lean mean money machine. It's very, very important to really think about how to trim the fat, how to save cost in your business. And then lack of funding and capital. I mean, money is available, but you have to know how to get the money. You have to know how to get the money. Yeah. So, and as I said earlier, people just don't understand finance. Daily poor cash flow management is when money run out in your business, it's game over. So a successful businesses makes decisions based on financial intelligence. Yeah, they understand the cash flow statement. And I was talking earlier, the cash flow statement has different areas. I'm not going to go into it in any detail right now. But if you look at this picture. Can you read this? Do you understand that cash comes from operating, investing, financing? I think as a business owner, you should at least be able to read this cash flow statement. Yeah. Look, it's very important, as I said earlier, to understand cash flow, understand payables, receivables, funding, and all that kind of stuff, right? So here's the key. The key, as I said earlier, to make more money and to have a money machine in business is to have valuable products and services that leave a valuable memory in customers' mind. And ultimately, you have significant profits and cash flow. And once you start making money, you must have cost reduction strategies. You must look at, have a budget, do a budget, and make sure that anything you're spending is planned. Of course, you can go over budget, but it's justified. That's called budgetary control. And one of the biggest expense in business is actually tax. Have tax saving strategies, implement the profit first system. Make sure you know how much tax you're going to pay, and you put a percentage into a specific bank account for the tax, a specific amount for expenses based on your budget, a specific amount in the owner's pay account. So profit first system is basically having four business accounts and having one personal account, and every month you allocate percentages in that. Having a SIP, a self invested pension fund, is a great way to save money as well. And what you do here is that as a business owner and entrepreneur, you put money into the SIP and you invest in funds like index funds, ETFs. And these ETFs are investing in a number of shares and they spread their risk. I mean, this year alone, I made over 30 grand just from investing during the, well, you can call it a crash. The market was going up and down in one day. I made a lot of money this year from investing. Also, the structure of your business. I was talking to an accountant last night. I was advising her on how to structure, you know, her businesses or even her clients' businesses, because I think they have like 300,000 pounds in a bank account, in a business bank account, and they want to know what to do with it. I was telling them to, open a property investment company, have a group holding company, send money from the one company to the next, and all that kind of stuff. Big companies all saving taxes. Think of Amazon. Amazon pay very little taxes, and you know why? Because they have a lot of research and development, and this is all tax exempt. It's a tax reduction strategy. The more you have research and development (R&D), you get tax credits from the government. You know what I mean? Yeah, a lot of businesses save taxes. Read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, and you'll understand that most of the rich people in the world, by the way, by Robert Kiyosaki, you will understand that most of the rich people in the world, they save taxes, whether it's a Donald Trump, whether it's a Richard Branson, or Oprah Winfrey, whoever these people are, they have massive wealth, they have tax advisors and tax strategies. So there's one simple and effective way for you to have lots of money and have lots of cash, yeah, and avoid, being in big debt or avoid going insolvent. Even if you don't have all the capabilities right now to scale your business, even if you don't understand digital marketing, even if you tried business before and you fail, there is a way. I will explain to you why now it's important to make big profits in your business and streamline your business, yeah. And then by doing that, you can literally have a better life. You pay yourself well. You work on the business, not in the business. But before we go into that, I'm going to tell you quickly a bit more about who I am, right? So this is a bit more detail about me. So, as I said earlier, I came from the Caribbean early, but I'll take you on a quick journey. So, it's 1997, June 1997 to be exact, and you will find me on Gatwick Airport. I just arrived, cleared the immigration, and wow, my student visa and all that. And then within 1 hour, I'm in the Brixton market. My cousins had to give me a quick tour of Brixton because I was living in Brixton Hill, and to get me some West Indian food. You know what I mean? And the place is bustling. And literally, I came, only with £10,000 to last me for 3 years of studies. I had a plan and I had a very tight budget. I found a room to rent for back then for £50 a week, I believe. Yeah, £50 a week. And I had a really, really tight budget. And within a couple of weeks, I got my first job, and for £3.30 an hour. If they could have paid me less, they did have paid me less, working in a little bar and that kind of stuff. And I studied really hard, really, really hard. Sometimes from 9 o'clock 9 a.m. in the morning to 9 p.m. at night at Clapham Junction Library, and all I would have for the day would just be, a flask of pasta, a bottle of water, a banana, and an apple. And I actually lived like that for almost a year and a half. Literally, I had to save money, and I was on a very tight budget. The good news is I passed all my exams apart from the final one, because as you do, I met a young lady, and we fell in love, and we got married. We had a child. Literally within 2 years of coming to the UK, I had a child. So my son is 21, just on 21 this year. Um, I've been here just over I guess 23 years, and you know it was challenging. It was challenging because we had a bit of a fallout, and I don't know, it affected me, and I failed my last exam. And I had two more attempts to do it, else I have to do over three papers. Look, to become a qualified accountant, there are 14 exams. I've done some back home, but I came here to finish the rest of exams, to finish 11 exams. And here I was stuck with one. I did it again and I failed. And I thought, next time I have to pass it. Because if I don't pass it, I have to do all three over again. And I did. I passed it. But you know what it was? After completing it was a relief. I was dreaming about accounts even after I qualified, But look, the toughest bit of it was finding a job. Every agency I go to, sorry, sorry, sir, no experience. Sorry, sir, no experience. After about 50 or 60 agencies, I I landed a sort of a job, for BBC outsource, kind of outsource operations over in Eden. I had to travel almost an hour and a half to 2 hours just to get there and back. So like 4 hours travel a day. And then within a few months, I think 6 months, I ended up in Millbank. BBC political programs, management accountant. Obviously, I'm a qualified accountant now, and I felt good. But here's the thing, guys. It was good. I learned a lot of stuff about, budgeting and controlling expenses and all that kind of stuff, but I didn't fit in. I didn't fit in, and it didn't work out. And there's some discrimination issues, and it ended badly. But by 2001, January 2001, you find me on Fenchurch Street and the Monopoly board. Am I so excited? I'm starting my job in financial services as a money management and cash, like money management and cash management expenses accountant. I can't remember the title right now, but I'm so excited, because I actually got that job, and it was great. I learned cost control. I learned treasury. I learned investing. It was a great role. And I actually did my MBA. And I built systems. I had to streamline the business to save a lot of money. I was managing a budget of 12 million. I built a team. It was really good. I was actually headhunted, and then I went to Aviva. I spent a few years in Aviva. And I ended up in Aviva Investors doing a project of managing a project substantiating investments of 159 billion. And I started studying investments more and more and more. To be honest, all this time I've been investing in properties, because obviously being on the Monopoly board in the city, I actually knew from Monopoly from before, so I played Monopoly. But I'm in this big job. And yeah, we kind of streamline the business until I actually do myself out of a role. That's the thing with streamlining. You can actually cut back too much. And I left, and I decided to go contract. As a matter of fact, I decided to open a business with someone, and we planned this for 2 years. We started a business. We had a client paying us like, I don't know, £6,000 part time, and we decided to go full time, but he couldn't quit his job. And I had already quit my job, so I was stuck. Now I went contracting. I did some really good contracts. I worked for HSBC for lots. I worked for Lloyd's Banking Group. I made a lot of money, and I invested in properties. And I'm pleased to tell you that I've now set up my own consultancy business. Well, I set up a long time ago. I have my own accountancy firm. I help hundreds of entrepreneurs, and I also have a property portfolio. So here's what life looks like right now. Life looks like this. Life looks good, right? And what I love doing more than anything else is helping people to achieve their goals. One of my clients, they've gone from 23 grand a year to making well over 100,000 in revenue in 1 year, and saving taxes, little taxes, and buying the second property within 3 months of actually working with me. Next client, actually Melissa, she went from having 22,000 a year to making over 120 a year after tax by investing in properties, and also by having online products and services. And here is Sarah. She went from 47 grand a year to over 500,000 net worth, by obviously setting up her own business, and also by because eventually becoming a business owner and an investor, because that's really what matters, right? You have to invest. And all of my clients do this using a profitable business blueprint, and it's a blueprint that I want to talk to you in a bit more detail about. So look, it got 5 modules. And I work at my clients in different ways with this. This is like a structure. One of my mentors says an employee without structure, not employee, sorry, an entrepreneur without structure is a disaster. So I have a blueprint, a roadmap to help people get better results from the mindset to the mission and the vision, the map, the massive action plan, the marketing strategies, how to understand finance, how to invest, how to make more profits, how to market your business, um, how to price your products, how to promote your products, and even how to predict your money as well. Look, leaving all of your financial management to your accountant is not going to work. You need to get a grips with financial management. And also, it's very important that to have a profitable business, you have to have multiple products or services. You have to control your expenses. You have control your expenses, and you can do it. Let me ask you a question. How much is it costing you mentally, not understanding how business works or making decisions that are costing you money? You need to make decisions that are based on information. Yeah. So before you make a decision, understand the potential consequences of it, the risk of it. Make decisions based on information. Okay. Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. How much is it costing you financially not to have a successful business and not living the life that you truly deserve? How much is it costing you? You know, there is a solution, and it's one that's going to work for you. And the truth is that all you have to do is just apply the solution, and it's really going to help you, right? And the thing about it is, right, when you really think about how things have worked and how things have changed, you as an entrepreneur, business owner, you have to change. And if you don't change, if you don't move with the time, you get left behind. And sometimes what you're doing right now may not be giving you the result that you want. And things are all changing. It's all changing. Yeah. What worked a few years ago is no longer working. Matter of fact, what worked a few months ago is no longer going to work, right? Because this virus has changed the whole landscape. Yeah. But provided you can implement a simple strategy, a simple formula, some simple systems, in a few days from now, you could be making multiple streams of income, multiple streams of income. And a month or two from now, you could have significantly more money and eventually live your dream life. Yeah. And ultimately, you could have enough money so that you can withstand any recession. You have like a reserve, you know what I mean? You have enough money. If you don't work, you have enough money to last you at least a year. That would be nice, isn't it? Wouldn't that be nice? So here's what I propose we do. Yeah, if you've had enough of trying to make money in business and not really making the money that you really deserve, if you had enough of, let's say, not be able to live the dream life, not be able to have the house you want, the car you want, not being able to give your kids what they truly deserve, a nice room, a nice, you know, um, nice clothes, not being able to take, luxury holidays, not being able to fly, upper class or premium economy. If you've had enough, let's get onto a strategy call. Yeah. It's a free call, and that's where I'll be sharing with you some of my systems, my strategies. I'll be giving you a breakthrough in thinking and also a breakthrough in results. So if we set aside, let's say, 60 minutes as a minimum for this call, I will help you to grow your business. Remember, the call is free, and we will go through the business growth formula in much more detail. I'll be giving you a breakthrough on this call, yeah? And you must be a good fit, you must be committed, and you must be ready to implement. And I'm doing this so I can have more case studies, yeah? So you can be a good case study for me. Clearly, I'm building some online academies. I'm actually setting up something called the FBI Academy, Finance, Business, and Investing Academy. I've got a number of online courses coming online. More case studies I have, the better for my brand. And you will have more profitability, more money, And look, it's a win-win scenario because I'll have a new potentially a new case study, because once I give you the strategies and you really use them, I will keep in touch with you and see how you're doing. But before the call, you've got to complete the short questionnaire, and you've got to be a good fit. Yeah. It will take literally about 10 minutes to do this questionnaire. Please put good answers in there, because there are limited places available for these breakthrough calls in the next few days. And I want you to put good substance on the questionnaire so you can be selected for this call. I can't speak to everybody who applied. So if you're a good fit, I will give you this call and I will give you some strategies to help you. On the call itself, I will show you, how to go from where you are right now to where you want to be in the future. I will give you a success strategy and advise you action by action what to do to lead to a better life. Look, I've traveled to over 50 countries, as I said earlier. I really, sometimes take 3, 4 holidays a year, If I can do it, coming from a very humble family, I came from poverty, to be quite honest. If I can do it, you can do it too, yeah? And within a few weeks, you can have more customers. But the reason why, because you will give them more value for money. Yeah, you have even more products. You'll be launching more products. If your business is not online, I also have people I can refer you to even build websites for you or build sales funnels for you as well. And within a few months, you will really be making a lot more money once you've implemented the strategies that I will share with you. But do remember, you must fill in the questionnaire. You must fill in the questionnaire. So look, guys, here's the link. So the link is consultation with Royston A. Cumberbatch. Hopefully the link has been down there for a while, flashing away at you. And here's the link as well. Consultation with Royston A. Cumberbatch.as.me. Look, I know I got very excited and I thought it gone a bit fast. There's a lot I can share with you on this webinar, but I want to keep it brief. Not everybody have got lots of time, to listen to me, rant on, But hopefully you got some nuggets, and hopefully I'll be speaking to a few of you and giving you some strategies. It's going to be a one-to-one call. I'll be working with you. I'll be helping you to get a breakthrough in your thinking and a breakthrough in result. So I want to thank you very much for listening to this webinar till the end. For doing that, I will be sending you my free ebook. And if you fill out the questionnaire as well, I'll be sending you these slides as well. I'll be sending you a copy of these slides once you fill in the questionnaire as well. And I really look forward to speaking to a handful of you soon. So look, thank you very much. Yeah. And whatever you're doing, I want to wish you great success. And this is for me, Royston Andrew Cumberbatch. Take care, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Bye bye.